Dubai's real estate is fueled with investors worldwide. It is the most trusted and the highest performing market on the world's map.
Dubai's real estate market is thriving, with property prices seeing remarkable growth.
Dubai's economy grew by 4.6%, its fastest rate of growth in 6 years.
In Dubai, there has been plenty of controversy.
Last year, that the Bugatti residences achieved record-breaking highest rate per square foot milestone.
There are so many reasons to justify this statement. The tax liability the residents are having, the lifestyle amenities the residents are having, the new job opportunities, the infrastructure, the connectivity, the new landmarks which are coming into the picture, and all these things helps Dubai real estate market to grow each and every day and gives the confidence to the investors that the market will never shift towards a lower path, but it will always grow in numbers. And this is what Dubai has proven. It's not a market which is just starting, but it is a market which has 2 decades long experience, history. There were so many things which came into the picture, but this market stood in a very stronger way. People are trusting this market because of the infrastructure Dubai has built and the confidence they have gained from the investors. Today, when you see, the investors in the market are mainly from the mainland of Dubai. Now the expats, the locals, the residents of Dubai are buying their first home in Dubai, and that's the positive impact which you can see in any market. When a resident who used to stay on rent for many years is now planning to buy their first home in Dubai, gives an confidence to an investor who is sitting in a foreign land who is planning to make an investment in Dubai. Why? Because when a resident believes in the process, resident believes in the progress of the growth of a particular area, for foreign investors it's an easy cakewalk for them, because they can understand the growth is there, the progress is there, and there will be a major infrastructure boom which is going to come in Dubai. When we even see today, people are more aligned towards community living. 10 years back, when the development was happening on Sheikh Zayed Road, it was all about skyscrapers. But when we understand deeply into it, what are the main hotspots of this Sheikh Zayed Road? Downtown, Dubai Marina, JLT, JBR, Blue Waters. These are the communities which people previously preferred to stay in. But when you look at these communities provide a apartment living experience, large skyscrapers with high elevations, and a community structure which is having retailers on the ground floor and every single thing. But today, when I see a buyer, when any of my investor or buyer approaches me, they ask me, Sitaram, I want something in Dubai which will help my family to stay with a very comfortable environment. I want a bigger space. I want a space where my family can roam around very freely. They can have the easy access to the amenities like schools, hospitals, parks, golf courses, equestrian club, mall should be there. My family should grow over there. And that is what everyone is expecting. But with that, they are also expecting a good connectivity against the community. So when we look at the communities which are taking shape in today, the largest and the most famous communities which we have seen together are the Mac Islands by DAMAC, you have EMAAR South, Grand Polo Residences by EMAAR, Oasis by EMAAR, Valley by EMAAR, Nadar Shiva Gardens by Miras, Villanova by Dubai Properties. These are the communities which helps you to get the alignment what community living structure actually meant. And today we are going to discuss about the new chapter of a community called as Jumeirah Golf Estate. Everyone who has looked into the real estate market before, they have heard about this community called as Jumeirah Golf Estate, one of the fastest and the most stable growth community of Dubai. The name is Jumeirah Golf Estate. Previously, the phase 1 was delivered by Wasl, and again the major group Wasl is coming back with the next chapter of Jumeirah Golf Estate, which will give an immense opportunity for the investors and end users to enter at a community level to own their first home or make the finest investment at the lowest per square feet rate with the best connectivity all around. So today we are going to understand about this chapter of Jumeirah Golf Estate. We will understand in the first phase what is the location specifics, how the connectivity is basically managed. Then we'll understand about the community, and in the last part we'll understand what's in it for you as an end user and investor. So stay tuned till the last part and enjoy the entire thing. Connectivity is the most important aspect to understand in any investment plan. Connectivity gives you an idea about the community's connectivity towards the major hotspots. If you're someone who is working into downtown or working into the Dubai South, whether your community where your family is going to stay with you, whether it is nearby to that areas or not, how far is it from those major hotspots, how are the basic amenities aligned towards your community, how are the access towards the major roads, the metro expansions, the rail expansions, and everything is structured. So that tomorrow as an investor as well, if you want to resell your property at a profit or put it on the rent, or you want to stay by yourself into that particular community in your home, you should understand what potential that area holds. And today when we are understanding the entire potential of the community called as Jumeirah Golf Estate, we should understand the in and around location altogether. Let me take you into a deep dive understanding of it. When you see this particular part, this is the upcoming development of Dubai. Dubai started from this particular location, which was the older part of Dubai, Bar Dubai, Karama, Dera, where the parts where Dubai actually started. But eventually when the growth started happening, it started happening towards the southern part of Dubai, and eventually this was the first road where the major infrastructure growth happened, which was Sheikh Zayed Road called as E11. Later on, people started investing into an area which was on the major line part, which is E311, which is going from this particular end, and the last road of Dubai, the major Emirates road, that is E611, which is placed over here. Now, whenever in the market any broker is sharing any deals with you about the future of Dubai, they are discussing about one location, that is Dubai South, which is placed into this rectangle where the biggest international airport, Al Maktoum International Airport, is going to get placed. The land parcel of this Dubai South is 145 square kilometer, out of which 70 square kilometer is dedicated towards the airport itself. This area is strategically divided into several many districts. The one of the finest district is the Expo city, which is going to be the exhibition center. In the future, all the events across Dubai will be held into this place where the Dubai exhibition center is currently under an expansion, and by 2026 it will be entirely done. This year itself, Expo city is going to have more than 600 events planned and executed throughout the year. Next big landmark is the Dubai Industrial City DIC, which is taking into shape. The older industrial areas like Al Quds, Ras Al Khor industrial area are getting revamped, and most of the industrial sections from there are getting shifted towards Dubai Industrial City. And just above that, you have two major landmarks, that is Jebel Ali Industrial Area and Jafza. This fuels the economic growth of this area, the business shifts, the job opportunities. Eventually, when someone will come to Dubai, they will come with a mindset that I want to have a job. They will be looking into these areas itself where the job opportunities will be placed very strategically. Right above to that, what you have is Jebel Ali Port, one of the largest port in the world, and Dubai is making sure that this port will have the seamless connectivity towards the world market, that someone who is having a business into these areas like Jebel Ali Industrial Area or Jebel Ali Free Zone area, they will have an easy seamless connectivity towards the logistic corridor. Chinese government has invested over here more than 3 billion dirhams to create the Dubai traders market. This market also has Bharat Mart. For all the Indian investors, Bharat Mart is going to be placed over here in Dubai traders market, which will be operational from 2026. Now, these are some of the commercial spaces where you would understand the location specifics for the growth, but understanding the residential specifics as well. Right next to Dubai South, what you have is Dubai Investment Park, one of the biggest areas of largest warehouses placed. And our community, which is Jumeirah Golf Estate, is basically placed right over here. Now, when you see the growth of Dubai and the infrastructure in and all around, there is one more most prime road which we all have heard, that is Al Khail Road. This Al Khail Road E44 is connecting your major landmarks in Dubai. JVC, JVT, Dubai Hills Estate, Maidan are all seamlessly connected over this road, and the future expansion of metro will also be parallelly connected throughout this road as well. There is a group called as TCOM Group, which holds the largest land parcels of the upcoming areas like Dubai Internet City, Dubai Media City, Studio City, Production City, Port City and Motor City. The major development which is happening in Dubai in current date is happening in these areas for the developments of communities. Especially about Jumeirah Golf Estate. Jumeirah Golf Estate is basically placed into this square, where this land parcel is the first chapter of Jumeirah Golf Estate community. As you can see, this was the golf course community. Surrounding to that, what you have is Dubai Sports City, where Dubai International Stadium is placed. Last time India-Pakistan match was held, it was held into this location itself, which is called as Dubai Sports City. Right above to that, you have Jumeirah Village Circle, Jumeirah Village Triangle, and if you go up, what you have is Jumeirah Islands, Jumeirah Park, Emirates Hills, Jumeirah Lake Tower, Dubai Marina. This side what you have is JBR and this is your Blue Waters, and right over here what you have is your Palm Jumeirah. So this area is in very close proximity to the older hotspots of Dubai and the newer connectivity of Dubai, either that is towards the Dubai South area. Now the land parcel of Jumeirah Golf Estate next chapter is basically placed over here. This is the land parcel where Jumeirah Golf Estate next chapter is placed. I'll take you through that as well. A brief version of the location specifics. When you see at the master plan, this is the land parcel where Jumeirah Golf Estate Phase 2 is going to come, which will be comprised of townhouses, villas and apartments. We'll see into the master plan shortly. But just to give you a location specific, the Jumeirah Golf Estate metro station is already operational, which will be a part of this community. When you see today any launch which is happening in Dubai, every developer claims to have a metro station which will be nearby or will be operational nearby to their community. But this community will already have an operational Go metro station of the red line. That's the most important and the special reason for the end users as well to consider this community. Understanding the connectivity altogether, this is right at the roundabout of E311 and D57, that is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and Al Yalai Street. This Al Yalai Street connects you towards the Emirates Road and Sheikh Zayed Road as well. That means you are connected towards the older part of Dubai and the newer part of Dubai. E311 connects you towards Dubai South and Dubai North. So eventually you have seamless entry exits from this community which will connect you to the major parts. You have a metro station, you have Etihad Rail Station. Now Etihad Rail is an area, is an development which will give you seamless connectivity towards all the GCC countries. This is the first and only rail network which will be operational in entire GCC, through which you can actually go to any GCC country through the rail network, which will be operational from 2027. That is the recent news. So Etihad rail station is within your community. Metro station is already there. You have major highways at the roundabout, and next to that what you have the other residential areas like Dubai Sports City where International Stadium is placed, JVC, JVT and Jumeirah Golf Estate Phase 1. So eventually, as per the connectivity, this is very well structured and coordinated to give you immense growth with the upcoming development surrounding to those areas. Understanding the master plan and about the community, let's deep dive and understand who is the developer. Vassal. Vassal is the most renowned and a government developer in Dubai who has previously delivered many good communities. You must have, like, people have trusted this developer with blindfold because this developer is well known for the maintenance, for the management of the older communities. The quality is utmost. Any government developer, Vassal has always provided the best service and the best outcome of their communities. Their communities have always gotten a good appreciation, and the most important thing to look into this developer is the entry point. Any new community which they have launched, be it in Jebel Ali Village, that is South Garden, which was launched last year, or recently launched Park Avenue Towers nearby to Max Metro Station. Their locations are very strategically placed towards the metro station so that any end user can have an easy access towards the metros, which are operational metros by the way, and the payment plan which is 60/40 with an entry level which is anywhere in between 1000 to 1500 dirham per square feet, and this is generic for all the communities. We'll discuss very in detail about this community as well in the coming time. In this community, you will have these 4 elements to look at. There will be an 18-hole championship golf course, which will be one of the biggest advantage of the community. As per KPMG reports, any community which has a golf course inside it will have 30% more appreciation than any other community surrounding to it. You will have an equestrian center. If you'll see today, most of the communities in Dubai are coming up with this concept. Recent launch was Grand Polo Residence at EMAAR, which has a polo club inside it, Al Haftul Polo Club, or even in Sustainable City where you have equestrian center. This community will also be in a shape where they will have an equestrian center into the community itself. The new thing which I have understood and seen in this community is the tennis stadium. A full-fledged tennis stadium will be a part of this community, and the Mandarin Oriental, one of the finest dining spaces all around the world. Mandarin Oriental will be the part of your community. There are some of the renders to look at when you're understanding the aspect of this community. Mandarin Oriental interiors will be placed like this. This will be the tennis stadium, and this is how the master plan will look like. As you can see on the master plan, it is basically structured with all the residential apartments at the exterior and villas, townhouses in the center, with the connectivity which is having with both residents, be it a villa resident or apartment resident. The amenities are placed in between. Now, understanding the key aspect of the master plan will have a town center, it will have a golf clubhouse, golf hotel, tennis stadium, golf view apartments which are basically placed over here. Then you have Etihad rail station which is going to be placed over here. Then you have a Central Park district. Now this Central Park district we have already seen in Dubai Hills Estate. Dubai Hills Estate Central Park district is one of the highest growth Central Park district which holds the highest rental yields over there as well. Any building which is in the Central Park district of Dubai Hills Estate community by EMAAR has gotten the highest appreciation and the rental yield. So there will be a Central Park district in this community as well. You have a golf course which is basically placed over here. You have driving range for the equestrian center. Equestrian center is basically towards this particular side. Then you have equestrian village. This is the equestrian village. Then you have a school in the community, village district, Central Park apartments which are basically this. Then you have golf villas, mansions, townhouses, mosque, hospital and village district community center. So if you deep dive, I'll just put it on the big screen so that you can actually look into the area specifics towards here, how exactly this is structured. So this is the TOD hub, this is the town center basically. Central Park district is basically placed over here. Then you have village district which will be apartments and townhouses. This is the first phase launch by the way. This community is getting launched in the first half of June, that is not very far. And in the first half itself, townhouses and the village district apartments will be launched. When you see today, there is a shortage of townhouses launches in Dubai. Currently, only EMAAR and Damag are having townhouses options in the market. From the price range varies from 2.6 to 3.5 million. So we are expecting somewhat in between that the townhouses will come. But the units which are available into this district are very less. 200 to 250 units will be of townhouses over here and very few units of apartments. Someone who is looking towards entry of this community, this is the first phase launch which is going to happen. This is the Golf Course South and Equestrian Village district which will have townhouses again and Equestrian Village. If you see the village district will have estate homes. Now what is an estate home? Estate home is a concept of townhouses itself, but here the townhouses, especially the corner townhouses, 4-bed townhouses will have a private elevator and a pool in the backyard. So somewhat you will have a bigger built up areas and larger plot areas to consider. Best for end use by the way. And total number of units into this will be totally 2,976. Right next to that, if you see on the master plan as well, right next to that what you have is Midtown by DR. So this is Midtown by DR, this is production city area and this is the village district which is the first launch. Central Park district is basically this, where surrounding to that you have all the buildings, residential buildings. Total number of units over there will be 5022 which is coming in the future. This will be the upcoming phase launch. This is how it will look like. Now golf villas is the most key aspect. There are only 940 units in this entire land parcel of golf villas. Currently finding a place, finding a villa in a golf course community is very rare, that too at a very affordable price range. You go into Dubai Hills Estate, you go in Emirates Hills or even Rancho Swan, the villa prices are more than 15 to 20 million dirhams. Especially the villas which are on the golf course are trading for 35 to 45 million dirhams. So this will be a good opportunity for the investors who are looking at a villa purchase in an early stage community. Only 940 units are there. This will be the town center. Town center will have 86% residential, 6% retail, 4% hospitality and 4% amenity, with the total number of units only 1,117. This is the tennis stadium. Tennis stadium will also have their own district where the residential units will be placed towards this area, looking towards the golf course, looking towards the tennis stadium and looking towards the Central Park district as well. Equestrian Village is basically placed towards the other end of the community which will have townhouses and the equestrian center. So here as well there are very few inventories available, that is only 512. So especially for someone who wants to enter at a townhouse level or a villa level, there are not many inventories available. As you can see on my screen and as I have previously seen, there are only 2,000 to 2,500 units which are available. Especially villas are only 940, rest are townhouses and then you have few of the extra inventory of mansions. So a very low density of the townhouses and villas available. The most important part, that what's next for you. For this community will be launched in 3 different phases. Going forward, in the first phase, they are launching the village district where you will have an option of townhouses and apartments. what we're expecting is the price range for the townhouses will be varying from 3.2 to 3.5 million dirham for a 3-bed. Going towards the 4-bed will be higher towards 4 million bracket. The apartments will start from 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartments, specifically low-rise buildings. The price point will be anywhere in between 1 million dirham starting. Somewhat, you will have a very good entry stage level benefits over here. Followed with phase 1, they will have phase 2 and phase 3 launches. In phase 1 itself, they will be accompanied by villas and mansions launches as well. So that will be again a very beneficial point. Someone who is looking for villa purchase, kindly get in touch with us today so that we can give you a very brief understanding towards this launch.